the duodenum. And so here, this is duodenum, and this critter has a bilobed pancreas just like your rat did. So one lobe is, come up here, one lobe is the stuff in there, right along the duodenum, and then the other lobe is actually this thing here. It's tucked in under the stomach, so it's more a piece that you can, you know, kind of hold in your hand and pick up. The other one's just flat in the mesentery. So that's part of the pancreas, and this is part of the pancreas. From there we go down into duodenum, go past duodenum into the rest of the small intestine. We have some wonderful mesentery there with blood vessels flowing through it. The end of the small intestine is right there, and then it goes into the cecum, which some of you just saw that on the human, so it's the same kind of attachment. You've got the narrow small intestine feeds into the cecum here. These guys don't have an appendix. And then you go into large intestine, and the large intestine comes around and down, and you all know where it exits. Okay. Here is the bladder. This is fat. Underneath, behind the body wall, so behind the parietal peritoneum, packed in some adipose tissue and some fat. That's where your kidney's going to be. This is a lobe of the liver. In order to see your blood vessels well, you're going to have to take off this mesentery and look underneath, and you'll find your major abdominal aorta under there. So is this a male or female?
Female.
You sure about that?
It's like a male from the other side.
That's what I'm looking for, is uterine horns, and I don't see any.
Okay.
So I think that we're looking at a fixed male. Yeah, I think I feel a penis in there. So. I'm sure with some further dissection I can find some other. This right there, that looks like vas deferens. I'm not sure. I'd have to do some further dissection. And so make sure, one of the things you want to make sure you see is the pregnant cat.
We took out some of the fetuses already and dissected the placenta and the amnion.
Cool. Lots of blood vessels in there?
You can't
Yeah.
tell.
Well, it's kind of hard to tell where because they're not dyed.
They do.
Oh, you do?
So,
There's like 4.
the heart, see how it's packed in fat? Lungs to either side.
3 lobes.
Diaphragm, really thin. And then up here you're going to have your trachea. And the piece of tissue that's laying on top of the trachea right here is going to be your thyroid. And that's about as far as we can go. Okay, so you guys got the basics down?
Sit.
Okay.